Hey everybody, welcome to Unplugged Issues. I'm Marcus Anthony.
Most women know that they man messing with another woman.
Yeah, I don't know if you a liar. Yeah, you look like a liar, but I don't know. Yeah, I gotta listen to both.
I'm a man, she's a woman,
my
and we
God.
live by different rules on this planet Earth.
Oh, he's a liar, and you don't even know me.
Look, I was one of
I
the
look
last
like a
two.
liar.
Hold on, see you talking too much. Stop talking. They pop all they balloons. I was one of the last two.
Dominant women. I would have been got rid of a dominant woman thinking she gonna tell me what to do.
So is Brittany your type? Why?
Nah,
Why not?
She wanna work. Any woman that wants to work is too manly for me.
But how can I lead a woman who every time I say something, she got something to say back?
Hey everybody, welcome to Unplugged Issues. I'm Marcus Anthony, and I'm here with some lovely ladies today, and we're going to be going over some different things as far as the community, the economy, schooling, politics, and just some different things like that, so just tune in. Our first question that we have for today is going to be, does a woman's sexual appeal give them an edge over men? Do we got somebody that want to go first?
Does a woman's sexual appeal give them an edge over men? There is a thing called pretty privilege. Pretty privilege does allow certain situations and certain circumstances to create a space for yourself where men will do things for you or create a space for you because of you being pretty. So, yeah, it does. 100%.
So, with that, do you think that is fair?
So it's a thing called handsome privilege too. So within that space, handsome privilege is women lowering their standards for somebody that they think that is extremely handsome. They'll do something for them versus someone else that they wouldn't.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
It's 100% true.
A man that's good looking, don't get me wrong, he does get maybe a little bit of more than what the ugly man getting, but a cute man that's living in his mama's basement at 40 is still not gonna be able to get.
A cute man with a big dick, you'll be surprised. So Marcus, you will
might
be
mess with him, but it's not gonna
100%
be
surprised.
a long-term relationship with him because you don't see
Think about
nothing
this,
with
Marcus. Imagine having to live to survive based off that. So imagine if that's your survival technique. So imagine what you're going to do in order to survive because that's the only thing that you have to survive.
Yeah, but then at the same time, like I said,
Man.
but the thing about it
Exactly.
is, these men, like I said, that are living off these women because they do look a certain type of way, eventually the woman ends up finding another man that does better. And this is where...
And he find
like,
another woman who's going to take care of him.
Yeah, so like a man having, like I say, a man can look good all day, but if he's not having those requirements to where he's a problem solver, it's not going to end up leading. Like if a man is not solving the problems at the house in certain types of ways, whether it's with the kids, whether it's with something at the car, something that needs to be worked on in the house. If every time you come into your man and he's just cute and can't solve a problem, eventually the cuteness will run out.
It
It's not
depends
like that with
on
men.
the woman. Exactly. It depends on a woman. Exactly. It depends on a woman. It depends on her spaces, her standards,
Even
where
an
she
ugly
is
duckling,
in her
though, I
life.
feel like
Sometimes she just wants to take. Some women be wanting to just take her men. Some women just like that in their space. They just like the fact that he fine. He may be able to give her nice dick or whatever the situation may be, and she's cool with that because within that, her standards are lower because now she could do whatever she want to do without him having to have anything to say because he need her.
Yeah.
Most bums are good looking.
Man,
I'm not gonna
and
say,
most bums have good dick. We say it all the
but
time.
my thing is, like I just said, I'm not saying that they can't get shit, because they can get shit by being handsome men. But what I'm saying is in the long run. When it comes to a long-term relationships, when it comes to actually being, they cannot pull it off. A pretty woman with nothing else going on can pull it off for years and years and years. As long as you pretty and you ain't out here messing around with multiple men and your name ain't out here dirty, then you gonna be fine.
But at the
it's
same
not like that with a
time,
man.
looks fade though. I agree with you to a certain extent. I feel like looks fade over a certain time, and then sometimes men, even though they say that the woman is pretty, they'll go and find a prettier woman than what that pretty woman has too, because looks fade over time.
Men are not. I mean, we look for appearance, but we're not into it just for appearance. If you think that a man is strictly with you for 20, 30, no, look, if you think that a man is with you for 20, 30 years just because of the way you look, you're crazy. It's because of the way that you are on the inside. This is why, no, it is not.
Men
this is
are
why,
intentional.
Hold on, no. This is why women don't understand, well, look, I look this way. Why did he end up going and marrying her and she looked like this?
I agree with you on that
one. We
one.
don't care about the looks. We'll care about the looks just because we want to mess with it.
It depends on the man.
Like I said, we care about the looks when it comes to just messing around with you. But when it comes to having a family,
y'all don't care about the looks.
We don't care about the looks. It's about what can you give me as far as
that's
peace,
going to benefit your space.
Exactly. As far as benefit
men are way more intentional than women. I do agree with you.
We might look at you and want to fuck you for one night, but we don't look at you and say, hey, I want to have a family with you and long term just because you look good. We'll go choose a 6 or a 7 over a 10
That's true.
day.
That's 100% true because they don't want what has to come with that 10. They know that if he looking at her, everybody else looking at her. Is she on Instagram posting pictures? What type of space she in? So yeah, you gonna downgrade your space to make you feel more secure with a 7 versus having to deal with a 10 who ain't got shit.
It ain't even that. It's the 10 that like, okay, everywhere this 10 go. Nah, it ain't even that. It's just that everywhere that the 10 go, I gotta deal with more issues. Like
exactly, that's what I mean.
Just want a pretty woman. Yeah, they got no money. They don't care if you cook. You don't have to clean. Yeah, all they want to do is
they just want to show you off.
So like so we gotta let we gotta let Rihanna talk.
Hey,
so
Bentley.
whoever up at the mic, we gotta let them talk, and then whenever y'all, you know what I'm saying, have a disagreement, y'all know y'all gotta raise y'all flags.
Somebody else want to talk on
y'all
this
good.
subject.
We good. Everybody got
You hit everything I was gonna say. She most definitely hit everything.
You got something to say, Imani? Bentley got some stuff to say.
Okay.
Are we going to the next question?
Well, I guess don't nobody else want no smoke on that question. So we gonna
You want me to get up there because I
we gonna go ahead to the next because they don't want no smoke. I see.
Okay.
Bentley,
We want the smoke. We came for the smoke.
come here. Well, I mean, y'all ain't trying to
Came
answer.
for the smoke.
Come to the
But
mic.
she did.
Don't say come to the mic. Come to the mic.
Okay.
Come to the mic.
Baby, I ain't turning down nothing. What am I talking? Let's talk about it. Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna read the question off again, just in case you don't remember what it is, Tanya. It says, does a woman's sexual appeal give them an edge over men?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yes, it does. Because a fine woman can go a long way. As long as you keep your body right and you looking good and you doing what you need to do in the bedroom, you'll go a long way.
When you say they gonna go a long way,
You're going to go a long way. I got aunties that's 50 and 60, in their 50s and 60s, and they still going a long way. Ain't got to do nothing but be the wife.
so that's what I was gonna get to. So when you say when you say that, you say getting to a wife. That's what I'm saying. Getting to a wife.
They wives.
But do you think that them being wives has something to do with the way they look, or do you think it has something?
No,
to do
it got
with
something to do with the way they look. All my aunties look good.
No, it's because of the way they act. No man is with you because it's just strictly the way that you look.
No, they want something good to take around their friends and their family. Don't no man want no booger bird. What?
I'm telling you right now, men will choose.
Most insecure men want an ugly duckling, but a secure man, he wants something that's looking nice on the side of him. So a woman that's gonna keep her body together, okay?
So again, this is again with men.
I learned from the best, let me tell you.
So no, look, I don't know who you learned from, but the shit you done learned. Look,
I learned from the best, let me tell you.
So let me tell you, look, again, men only want to mess with you when you look a certain type of way. They don't want to create these long-term relationships. So your aunties and them.
You talking about the low maintenance men.
No, I'm talking about your aunt. Look, your aunties, your whoever. They're still in relationships because they offer more than just their looks, is what I'm trying to tell you.
But they got the sex appeal. The sex appeal is a plus, okay?
The sex appeal is cool, but what I'm trying to tell you is if I'm a man and I have things going on in my life and I have this 6 over here or this 7 that doesn't look as good as this 10, I'm going to choose the 6 because she's causing
because
me
you
less.
cheat.
No, it's because
That's cheat.
Listen to me. She's causing me less issues. Whenever
'Cause
they
you cheat.
stop talking.
What you mean stop talking?
talking.
What you
'Cause
mean stop
said
talking?
I can't say what I'm trying to say.
Come on,
You
get
say
it out,
something.
Marcus.
Yeah.
Get it out.
So again, when you a 10 and you walking around want to consider yourself a bad bitch and all the rest of this other shit, when you go to these places, it's a red flag for your man because he know everywhere you go, it's some man that's offering you 500, 7, don't cut me off, 600, 1,000, whatever it is. This 6 that goes places, ain't nobody offering them this. Ain't nobody offering them that. So it's a less stressful thing. Don't get me wrong that a man, we all are insecure about certain things because we don't want our woman to be put in a line of fire, especially when we're not there. So when you go into this gas station, when you go to this grocery store, when you go to all these places as a 10 with your ass out and your titties out and all these men approaching you, guess what? Your husband or your man don't like that. Because guess what? He not even there to protect you. It'd be different if you're there by your side, but he can't be everywhere you is. So the 6 or the 7 just ends up being less stressful. Because he doesn't have to deal with it.
Let me clock your tea, okay? Cause let me tell you, if you taking care of home and you doing everything right, that woman ain't gonna pay attention to these other men, and the man shouldn't be caring about other women looking because he know he secured that, right? That's why they provide us.
No.
The men that got the 10s,
No.
they provide us and they taking care of home. They ain't worrying about what's going on the outside and all
the
that.
men that have 10s are able to have multiple 10s. That's
Nah,
what
they
I
ain't
have.
able to. And you see the one that they got at home. The one they got at
The
home
one
is
they
the
got
10.
at home is usually a 6 or a 7.
No.
The men that have money.
That's what you know.
No, listen to me. Even
That's
when
what you
look,
know.
No, even when you look now, you always, well, damn, why he not with a woman with a BBL? Damn, why he ain't with a woman that's not had surgery? No, because you want to know why? Because we're not attracted to this
Where
shit.
you talking about? It's a basic group.
It's a
and
basic
it's a
what?
high maintenance group.
Name
Okay.
one high maintenance group, like you said, even the high maintenance group. Look at Denzel Washington. Look at Eddie Murphy. Look at all these men. They don't have the women that are shaped with BBL
They
asses.
got the
and
women that's gonna float their boat.
No, it ain't
but
no
I'm
float
telling
they
you,
boat. It's less stressful.
no. What you mean?
It's less stress. I just told you why it's
It
less
ain't
stressful.
that stressful. If you can handle a baddie, then
It
you
ain't
got a
about
baddie. Long as you
why do
taking
you
care
think
of
that a
home,
man wants to handle a baddie?
make you no 10.
okay.
Why do you
It
think that a
don't.
man
It
wants to
don't.
handle anything? Hold up. I've been out here all day. I've been working on this. I've been working on that. I've been dealing with this stress. I've been dealing with all this other shit. And you telling me when I come
And
home,
that's why you wanna come home to
stop
some
talking.
fun.
Now no. When I come home, I gotta handle you. I don't want to handle you when I come home. I want to have a soft, feminine woman at home that I don't
And you
have to
gonna have it.
handle. No, you always have to handle a bad bitch. Like you said, you can't handle me.
If you can't handle one, don't get one.
Don't no man want to have to handle no woman. You should already know how to handle yourself to where I don't have to. That's the problem. You want a man to handle you. Whenever you a woman, it's supposed to already know how to handle yourself. If I'm already dealing with this shit in the streets, if I'm dealing with this shit at work, I'm dealing with my coworkers getting on my nerves, I'm working on a car, then I come home.
nobody want a yes
Then I
woman.
come home and I gotta deal with handling you.
Don't nobody
no,
want
I
a
don't
yes
want to
woman.
handle it.
So you want a yes woman, right?
No, I don't want to handle it.
Okay, because I need something
I ain't
feisty in
never
my life,
heard a
something
man
that's gonna
say.
put up a fight.
I never
Something
heard a
that's-
man say she agrees with me too much.
Yeah, that's most men. They want somebody just to agree with them. I want somebody that can pick up where I'm left off. Somebody that can push me in a different direction, see things differently.
You want somebody that can handle you.
No, some people just okay with a yes woman. The women the yes women, that's the ones that got that's basic. That's the basic lane. Somebody that's gonna let you go with whatever. But a 10, they gonna speak their damn mind because they know they can go anywhere.
And go get some more dick. And that's all the fuck they gonna do.
You want some more pussy, right?
Who? My thing is who? You not me. I'm a man. You can't do what I do in this world. And
But
if you act like
it's
you can, it's a whole different thing
era
going
now.
on.
Women can hold
a whole
their
different
own.
era. What? You still can't fuck as
Women
me.
can hold their
I don't
own.
care if it's a different era or not. You still can't fuck like I can fuck and still not feel it the way I can feel it. That's why we got female prostitutes on the corner and not males. You wanna know why? Because females ain't pulling up on a corner just to pick up no random male.
Let me tell you, you can be with your man.
No, stop talking. Just
you
like
ain't gonna
I
tell me
just
quit,
said.
stop talking.
Just like I just said. Just like I just said, you ain't gonna see no male prostitutes on the corner. You wanna know why?
Husbands
because females
pay for
ain't gonna pick them
husbands
up.
pay for it too, okay? It's
Yeah,
the same way,
men
but
pay for it. When was the last time you paid for some dick?
I ain't.
Oh, okay, my
I ain't.
point. My
I ain't.
point. Men do it every
Shit,
single
I'm
day.
the prize.
Men do it.
I'm the prize.
What makes you the prize?
I'm the prize.
Let me hear it.
Because I bring a lot to to the table.
Let me hear it.
I bring a lot to the table.
Let me hear it.
I'm telling you, I'm the prize.
We gotta hear it.
Enough said, I'm the prize. Just know that.
Okay.
I'm the prize. Mic down.
She
I'm
the
the prize,
prize.
and I'm gonna always be the prize. And you
Mic
better look
down.
at me like I'm the prize, okay?
Look, as she walk off, y'all look. This the prize.
It's the
This
prize.
the prize.
Spin that shit. Spin around.
Yep. Come on, dude.
I gotta chime in on
All
that.
right.
Yeah, pride. Tell them I'm the pride.
So I agree that the woman is the prize, but I feel like the man, especially when you have a good man, he's the prize as well.
We ain't talking about the prize right now.
We
talking
are
about
both
is
the
women-
prize. Let's not get away from that.
We talking about women's bodies and things making them basically, it's her sexual appeal giving her an advantage over men.
I have to agree with Rihanna when I say that men have that same advantage, whether you know it or not. I mean, you have women that will go for a man just simply off of the way that he looks. Whatever, if it's due to her low self-esteem or whatever may be the reason, how tall he is, how
thing
much
is,
money he
I'm not
has.
saying that she won't go for him, but what I'm saying to you, right? But what I'm saying is, on a long enough basis, it will not be enough. Yes, I will get with you for however long, couple months, whatever. In the long run, if you are not doing anything for me, your looks are not going to get you there. Eventually, I will leave you for an ugly nigga that got more money, that got more skills, that got more tools and everything else. Your looks are only going to get you so far as a man. As a woman, your looks will get you far as long as you're not out here damaging them. So that's all I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that men cannot get somewhere with their looks, but they cannot get as far as women can in no type of way.
I agree because by nature, like Tanya said, we are the prize by default because you are expected to be the hunter and to chase me. I'm not supposed to chase you. Like you said, you want to come home, you don't want to have to handle your woman. You only have to handle your woman is if you're giving off the same energy as your woman. Yeah. If you're giving off princess and queen energy, then bad bitch energy, then I'm gonna have to show you who's the baddest, and it just comes out in a masculine way.
I don't think
you guys don't realize it, but that's why you get masculine energy from a woman because you're giving off too much feminine. There has to be a balance.
Yeah, I believe that comes from like the trauma of the woman though. You might have a man that's a good man, but he's dealing with a woman that's come from so much trauma. It's that now whenever he says what he says, she doesn't even want to believe him or even go with what he says because of the trauma. So it's like now the fact that I'm a good man and I'm trying to be good to you is hard for me too because you won't even accept it. So even with women now, they've been through so much, they don't even believe that they deserve a good man. You got some women that get with a man and that literally will sabotage it because they don't even feel as if they deserve one.
We do.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the trauma. A man will try to lead you in the right way, but because of so many other men leading you the wrong way, now you don't want to listen to him. So it's not him that's the problem. You are the one that's hard to handle because of your trauma. If the man has trauma and the man cannot lead you the right way, that's your choice as a woman to get away from him and choose another man to lead you the right way. If you're still choosing that man with that trauma to lead you, then you have trauma still that's even choosing him. Why are you choosing a man with trauma to lead you if you see that he has it? You have to.
And that is the creation of the toxic relationship right there. The blind leading the blind.
So
it's trauma binds. Some people grow together because of trauma binds, you know. And then once they realize that they got a trauma bind relationship, then that's when they, once they heal, then they go to something next.
Definitely. I was gonna say, Monty, you wanna go? Are you good? You wanna go? Go ahead, go. Oh, you don't wanna go? Okay.
Y'all went up, down, around the block.
Y'all good. So, we gonna move on to our next topic and everything like that. Yeah, we gonna let Imani go first since she didn't get a chance to answer the first question. So, our next question is, can a woman balance having children, a husband, and a career?
Yes, I would say so. Career, that'll probably be the least of my priorities. But like, if I have a husband, I do expect him to provide. Mainly, my career option would probably be something like my side business or something like that. half the time, a real true provider wouldn't want their woman to work. They want their woman to take care of the home, want their woman to take care of the kids. You know, make sure everything in order to let the load off for the man when he does come home or when he, you know. I feel like, yeah, I think it could be an equal balance. But do I say
I don't think
career is up there in top priorities? No.
Yeah.
I think it'll be like at least to me, it'll be the least of my priorities. I do like making my own money, but like I do take pride in taking care of my home. I do take pride in taking care of my child. Like that's because
I think they can take care of their career while they at home working, but if they talking about they got a regular job somewhere, I don't believe that they can like handle everything, because it's like your job is gonna require too much from you. After a certain point, you're gonna be trying to like climb that ladder as a woman and try to get to like certain places in your career, and it's like, man, well look, we need you here today for this meeting, but your daughter got a recital or your son got a basketball game. Now you forced to sit there as, you know what I'm saying, like, well look, do I choose being a mom or do I choose my career? So
I'm gonna
it's
choose
like,
being a mom every time.
but a lot of people don't though. A lot of people choose, like I say, their career. So whenever they like, okay, well you can choose a career, a husband, and like you can't have it all. Like you gonna have to choose one. You can't have your career fully and maximizing it to where it need to be, and say that you're a parent at the same time as a woman, because you got to balance the life out, and you can't balance the life out.
I also feel like a lot of people choose careers that they really don't even love. They just, they love it for the money, but that in all, that stresses people out. Career-wise, stuff do not go a long way. Like, it doesn't. At the end of the day, it doesn't. Especially a woman that's actually looking for a man.
I was gonna say no. So we got 3 flags, so we gonna go ahead and move to the next person. But no, I definitely agree. I just don't believe that they can do it if they have a regular job. But if they have a job at the house, like you said, and they're doing things like, then they may be able to.
Or a flexible job, like,
Yeah,
so to say, like, I picked up as a job as a server. Flexible. I don't have to be there every day. It's highs and lows in the job, but I got other stuff on the side too. That's just extra stuff. I choose something like that to be a mom, like, to take care of my home first.
No, that's good.
And to also take care of my business. So. Yeah.
No, you good. Let's get to who we got next. Rihanna.
I'm going.
Okay.
Okay. So Imani, baby. So being married, having 5 kids, and having a career, all of it is possible. When you marry someone, it's not just about you being a mom or you being a wife. It's about partnership. It's about him being a dad and him being a husband as well. We create a space where we make things work. It ain't just all on the mom or the wife. It's on both of us to create a space where it balances itself out. So I agree that, sometimes we want to take a step back in things and we want to build our careers. Yeah, we create that space. But when we find a partner, our partner is going to make sure that we build in each other. Our partnership is going to make sure that, hey, if I can't make it to the dance recital, Dad's going to be there. He's going to video record it and send it to Mom. So that's about making things work in a family dynamic, not about being one-sided or the other-sided.
So you think that as long as like one parent is able to be there, that it's okay?
100%, because you're making it prone and known to your child that they have support no matter what it is.
I think
and
that
within that space, you still take sacrifices and chances within that dynamic. But say, for instance, hey, I might not make it the first 30 minutes, but I'm going to show up. You know what I'm saying? It's about showing up.
All right. So at the end of what you're saying is though, like at the end of the day, you're still going to end up choosing your career over because it's like, look,
end up doing what works for your family.
Because I understand what you're saying. Like you said, you got a partner, he's helping you out. And I'm not saying that he's not helping you out and everything like that, but your job is still putting these criterias on you to where even if you're forced to miss a game or if you're forced to miss a recital, or even if it's 30 minutes or whatever, you're still having to choose your work life
over this life. Yeah, you could tell your husband to be there, but it's still not the same emotion that your kids would get as seeing you in the crowd cheering for
What
them.
if they like their daddy more than they like their mama? What you mean?
well,
But at the end of the day, it's about, you
No,
know what
for
I'm
real,
saying?
because
It's about us
if I'm
being
going to my
supportive.
games though, and I always see my dad there, or I always see my mom there, but
Or
I never see
both.
my dad.
What
It's
if we
like I
balancing
never
it,
see my
though?
dad. Like,
what if we balancing it though? What if he has, both of us have a career?
how can you have a career
What
as
if
a
he
woman?
has, what do you mean as a woman? Is it not both people having a career?
No, men are already expected to do so.
They're already expected
Yeah,
to,
we're already
to
expected
do so.
to do so. Women
so I
aren't
feel like,
expected
how long
to do
have
that.
women been expected to do so? Because we've been doing this for like over at least a couple of decades.
My thing is, with y'all doing it over decades, we've built houses, we've built economies, we've built electrical lines, we've built communities, we've did all these things with women being women and men being men. So my thing is, this new think of wanting women to do all the things that men can do, we don't know how this went. This is something that you guys have just came up with in the last probably, maybe probably about 20, 30 years. And that's only because y'all want to do what men do.
So Marcus, let me tell you like this. I'm not this type of person, but I'm going to put you like this. It wasn't what we wanted to do. It was what we was forced to do.
Forced?
We were forced to do that. The government created a space in our family dynamics that pushed our men outside of the family because they wanted us to be single family black women. It was nothing we wanted to do. We never wanted to do that. They gave us ultimatums in order for us to survive in our families. They said that men could not live in the homes if we couldn't create the resources that we needed. So that's how the dynamic got separated. It had nothing to do with women. We wanted that. We wanted to build marriages and homes and have black families and build black economies. But they created a space in our dynamic where they forced us apart. And because they forced us apart, they pushed women into that field of working. They pushed us because we had to make it for our kids.
They push y'all, or do y'all just not listen to y'all men? I think that it's a completely difference between somebody forcing you to do something and then somebody making you to do. Like they didn't force. They're not forcing.
They
Look, hold on.
100%
They're
did.
not forcing any woman to put their man out.
I'm not talking about
They're
right
not
now.
for-
I'm talking about in the 70s and the 80s,
we're not-
baby.
we're not
I'm
talking-
about our parents.
we're talking about
this
now.
What's happening now is the
We're talking about
repercussions of what happened then.
What our families had to deal with back then were way worse than what we have to deal with now, and they still stuck it out.
And so
the women
what's happening
women
now-
nowadays are nowhere near as structured as our grandparents was, as our mothers was. That's why the relationships don't last, because they don't want to stick it out
The
through
relations
shit.
don't last
No,
because
the relationship-
y'all
because-
men some fucking dirty dogs, and y'all think that we supposed to be able
No,
to
the
let
thing-
y'all have a family on this side of the fucking street and a family on that side of the street,
The
and
thing
everybody
is,
should be okay
men are
with
not
it.
allowing it. The thing is,
That's
you
the
choose
problem.
these men.
No.
You choose these men. You have an
No.
inbox right now, I guarantee you, with a list of 50 guys that want to talk to you.
What does that
But
have to
you
do with
want to
me?
choose this certain man. If you want this certain type of lifestyle, well then quit saying I want this to come with it. You're gonna have to lower the. You can't say I want a Toyota, but it looks like this. Toyotas look like shit. That's why people don't get them, because they look ugly.
But they
let's
last
say,
long.
But look, let's say that you get, but let's say that you get a
They
McLaren,
have a
though,
great
or let's say
motor.
you get a Lamborghini, or let's say that you get something that's more. It's gonna break down a lot more. But guess what? It's a
And the
nice
parts-
car.
and the parts
So the
are
thing
extremely
is,
expensive.
you understand though that okay, look, if I grab this Ferrari or if I grab this, it's gonna come with more problems.
More
Yeah, I
upkeep.
still want it. Or you can go choose this. So you choose what you want. You can go choose the man that got all the bitches. That's the cute nigga with the money and that's doing all the rest of this other shit. Or you can go choose the other man that's maybe a working man at a warehouse, maybe another man that's doing like he's doing other shit, but that's not what you want. You all want the same man and then get confused whenever it's like, damn, I don't get him. Well, guess what? You in competition with 30 other motherfuckers. Go talk to the man that's begging for your attention in your inbox for years, that's been trying to buy you flowers, take you out on dates, but no, he's a weirdo. Why he keep texting me? Why he keep texting me? But you texting this other man and he playing you like shit.
100%.
Whose fault is that? It's
get
your fucking fault.
But
It's
that
not the men's fault.
Look, that ain't what I was saying.
There
but
are
okay.
men out here that are pieces of shit. My thing is this, women, look,
100%,
there
I
are
get it.
men out here that are pieces of shit. And there's going to continue to be men out here that are pieces of shit.
Yeah.
It is your job
And
as
vice
a
versa.
woman to see through that. If you do not see through a man being a piece of shit, maybe you are not as smart as you think you are.
I agree.
Who's the next person we have for a flag? I don't know who he is.
So the question was, can a woman balance
Her yeah.
family, her career, and her home life?
Yes.
I don't want a husband that wants for me to work.
No. So it's not a husband wants you to work. It's just saying, can you balance that? Not saying that your husband wants you to do what he does. Just can you balance that as a woman?
Yeah, I believe it's very possible. It's a part of everyday life. Of course, you're going to automatically take care of your kids and nurture your kids. And it's a woman's job to make sure that the home is in order, to make sure that you take the house and make it a home and elevate everything that you have within your union and make it greater. But as far as a career, I feel like a woman's job and her career, her main focus should be becoming educated and creative and supportive of whatever her and her man have going on as a union to elevate them as a whole.
So she shouldn't be worried about having kids.
What do you mean?
So she shouldn't. Everything you just said, you didn't say nothing about her having kids. She shouldn't be concerned with having kids.
I did. That's like a given. Like, I mean, your kids are going to automatically be taken care of. Who will have kids and don't want to take care of them? We're not talking about the people that they're not of the norm. Like, it's in our nature to nurture. Yeah, so the kids are automatically taken care of, for one. That doesn't factor in. They come first automatically. When it comes to a career, your focus, when you and a man come before God as a union, should be to elevate your circle as a union. It shouldn't be my husband is doing his hobbies and I'm doing my own thing. Everything that you guys do should be intentional to further the success of the family. And it's the woman's job to help elevate the man as well, because he ultimately should be the head of the household and the provider. So absolutely it's possible.
I'm going to say it's possible if, like Imani was saying, if you have either a work from home job maybe or like some type of your own business. But if you working for somebody else and you have a boss that's telling you, look, you have to be here. If you're not here, like, you have to be at this meeting. But my son has a basketball game. I promised him I was going to be there. I don't care about that. You need to be here. This is what I'm saying. Men, we already are built to take on that type of thing. It's in our DNA damn near. Women are not. It plays on your psychological, it plays on everything after a certain while. You missing your son's basketball games and your daughter's recital because of work and your boss making you be there, it's a completely different thing. Your kids start to even feel it.
I mean, I can't relate because I'm very old school. I'm very traditional. I would never miss my kids' game for a job. I would quit. I don't care if I was on the job 10 years. So if they told me I couldn't go to a recital that's important to my child before I let my child down. But that's just me.
My bad. But no, I agree.
And I don't think a wife should be required to work. If you come to the point where we are married, the work that I'm doing should be within our family. That should be the basis. My main work should be for our family. You are the one going out and building the career, working for somebody else or building the company. I'm there to help you. I'm your helpmate. But again, as a Christian woman, that's just what I believe.
I agree. And that's like what Imani was saying, as far as like her being able to do something at home. So yeah, we're gonna move on to Tanya.
So why do some men think that women are supposed to work?
Okay.
Chill out.
So I'm a wife and I have a career. So I have multiple careers. I started off as a medical assistant and I was a dialysis technician. Now I'm a content creator. So when I was a medical assistant, I always found jobs that was 8 to 3, 8 to 5, where I can be off. All my kids play sports. I have a D1 basketball player. I have my daughter play basketball and my son play football. So I don't miss nothing. I show up for everything. Now my husband on the other end, he might not be able to get off to attend everything, but I make sure I'm there. So you can balance still taking care of household and working, because I worked 13 and 14-hour shifts and still made sure that I made it to everything. So, I mean, you just gotta, I make sure the job know that I'm good first. You know, I get in a job and I show them that I'm the best worker. And then once I show them that, then I start asking for, okay, I need to work 3 days and, you know, this and that. You make things work. So yes, you can balance your career and still be a wife, because I'm doing it right now. I'm doing my career and I'm still a wife, you know.
So as you've been doing that, you don't ever feel like there's things that you're missing out on?
Yeah, and I feel like it's things I'm missing out on, but that's the sacrifices you make when you become a mother and a wife.
So that's what I was just saying before, as far as being able to balance everything.
But I'm doing what I want to do right now. This is something that I want to do, and my kids are at home. Your kids get older. My oldest is 17 years old.
But
so
it's not at an event, is what I'm saying. Like right now, yeah, like you're doing. I'm not saying that you're gonna be with your kids 24/7. You're gonna do things whenever they're not gonna be around you. But what I'm saying is that whenever they have events that's coming up, whenever they have, like I say, recitals, or whenever, let's say that they're in the hospital.
It's time management.
Let's say that they, like your kids, I don't know, like they got in an accident or something. Or let's say that anything happened and you're like, look, I gotta leave. And they're like, no, look, we need you here. You better not leave. Like the line is out the door. This is going on. You the only person here. You better not leave. Like, and then you leave. And now ain't nobody there to take this shit. Like, and then they fire you. This is what I'm saying as far as like you having a job and still having a
But your work speaks for itself. Like I'm telling you, everything I do my best. So when I go to a job, I make sure that I'm up to the level to where they know that they need me. You know, they know, okay, we need her, so we gonna let her go on and go, or we gonna find somebody that can come in, because I work my way to the top everywhere I go. You know, I never been to a job and I stayed at the bottom. I always work my way to the top. So that's where I told you, when you a prize.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you can't.
Everywhere you
I'm not
go.
saying that you can't. But what you just said is you have to sacrifice your children's time in order to do it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that, oh, I'm not doing this. I'm saying that in order for you to do it, you have to sacrifice kid memories.
Most jobs
times.
work with you, especially when they know you're a good worker. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Look, today, I'm not, no. They're not. If they want you to be there when they want you to be there, if they say you got 6 points and you got 5, you better not leave. I'm
telling you, me being a medical assistant and a dialysis technician, I used to leave work at 7 o'clock in the morning. My job used to allow me to put my patients on the machine, go home, get my kids, take them to school, and come back, because I was a good worker. You know, me being a medical assistant, I was able to put in PTO, go take them to the doctor, come back to work and stuff. When you make them alliance with people, they gonna look out for you. So then again, that's what I'm saying. Everywhere you go, you do your best where people know that they need you. That's it. That's all. You know, you can balance it. You just gotta manage your time right and make sure you put your money where your mouth is. You know, if you're a good worker, it's gonna speak for itself.
Okay. No. Okay.
And I take her home very well. You hear me? My kids are doing awesome in school. You know, shit.
I ain't gonna say I agree with everything, but I'm gonna let her have it, y'all. I'm gonna let her have this one. I'm gonna let her have this one. Y'all know how I be, but I'm gonna let her have this one. So we're gonna move on to our third question. We already halfway through, basically. So is monogamy unrealistic? Would anybody like to go first? I mean, my bad.
We're going in the same order. Everybody's back. Is monogamy unrealistic? Why would it be unrealistic? No, it's not unrealistic. I feel like people have to understand where they are in life. You know what I'm saying? Once we get a certain age, at a big age in our life, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? If we want to be outside, be the fuck outside. If you want to be in a relationship, be in a relationship. We shouldn't be in a space where we got to guess who or guess what the hell we doing. We're old enough to know what we want to do. If we want to go and fuck multiple people, then we don't need to be in a relationship. Or if that's the case and you believe in polygamy, then hey, that's something different. You know, but we at the big age where we should be transparent with whatever we got going on. If we just fucking, we just fucking. If we gonna take this to the next level, then that's the conversation we need to have. Mm-hmm. Nobody needs to be faking.
I think people just be lying to themselves. I don't be 100%. I don't be feeling like men like when people be saying like, oh he monogamous or I just be like, nah, like ain't no man in this world just want to have sex with just one woman for 30, 40 years. It's just like, it's just not realistic. Now, I'm not going to say that we not, like we might mess with another woman, but we're not gonna like have those type of feelings where we gonna leave our family. So you might see a man, right, that's been with a woman for 30 years, but he done messed with multiple women during that time, and he's never left his wife for none of them.
So let
because
me
his
say
wife
this.
holds a different position.
And I do agree with you on that space because, like I said before, men are intentional. They like certain things and they like people in their space for those reasons. So that person may hold that position in his life. And yeah, I understand and I do recognize men every day that what you said, they get married and they like to get their dick sucked, but the woman that they marry don't suck dick. So within that space, what's going to happen? He's going to go get his dick sucked somewhere else, but he's never going to leave his wife because this is the position that she holds. So I 100% agree with you on that one. And it's a lot of men that's out here that does that. They do. He might get into a relationship with a woman, she got the worst pussy in the fucking world. Hate it. But because she offers all of these other things to him that he needs in his life to help him progress, men do this. He is going to stay within that space. But yeah, he ain't gonna be monogamous. He's gonna go and fuck other people because the opportunity presents and because she got fucking bad bitch pussy.
This is what I was saying. So this is what I was saying earlier about men choosing a 6 or a 7, right? Mm-hmm. They'll choose a 6 to marry because it's less stressful. But when they go out and they do what they do, they gonna mess with maybe a 10 or something like that because it's like, I can just deal with her for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes and then she's not a part of my life anymore. I can just disregard it. Yeah. So the women that are less stressful to the men will always be the ones that the men want to continue to come around. Whenever you present yourself as being more stressful or being something that's hard to handle, men run from that. We don't want to deal with that whenever we already having to deal with so much. So that's why we choose the 6s and the 7s, just like Rihanna was.
But then you
saying.
talk about the 6 and the 7 men, the men that have the jobs, the weirdos, the ones that you say.
I didn't say that they were. I said that's how y'all view them.
I know, but they are weirdos. But the weirdos.
I used to work in a warehouse.
I'm just saying, but that's how they're viewed by women. But those are the men that
Clip
will.
that
will be. I didn't say a warehouse. I said they're weirdos. I didn't say they worked in a warehouse. I'm just saying. But those are the men who will be monogamous to a woman. Those are the men who. There are men out here that want to be monogamous.
No, they don't. They don't have access to the women that they want.
Exactly.
So they're not.
That's why they want to be monogamous
No,
because
they don't want to be monogamous.
They locked up on another 7.
So what do you think that they're gonna do as soon as they get some money and they able to actually be with other women?
But when
they're
would
gonna
that come?
do it.
But who's to say that that's going to happen to them? Who's to say that that's the position that they're going to be in? So why not them being a 7 and an 8? They get them. They didn't look them up on a fucking 8 or a 9. They like, oh no, she ain't going nowhere. I'm going to do everything that I can to make sure that I keep her in my space. So I get what you're saying, but no. They're going to be monogamous. And and because of that, I do agree because there are so many women available and women be throwing their pussy at anybody because of the availability to men. It happens. You know what I'm saying? A weirdo might look up on some additional pussy and he'd be like, oh shit, she like me? You know what I'm saying? And he's going to be ready and acceptable for that situation because he's never even had it before. So yeah, he going to cheat 100% because he ain't never been in this space.
So we got another one where we gonna agree to disagree, cause yeah, like I was saying, they gonna do that shit regardless. They gonna do that shit.
So you don't think nobody?
No, the men that are only fucking one woman are the ones that can only get one woman for real. When you have access to a certain amount of women, it's like eventually you're gonna explore said options. Not saying that you will explore them right then and there, but eventually you will. Okay. Well,
I don't agree. I feel like most men's viewpoint of monogamy is superficial. If you're fully in tune with yourself spiritually, in tune with God, it's easy to be monogamy. And monogamy looks like a lot of things. I'm not saying that it's unrealistic for a man who's been with a woman for 50 years to not want to have sex with somebody else, but it's usually a weak man that has trouble with monogamy. Because think about it, to cheat, you're sneaking. You're scared of your wife because you know if she catches you, she's going to leave you. So you're scared of her, so you have to sneak and do it. You're not boldly saying, hey, I'm going to go mess with such and such and such and such, because if you are, that's polygamy. That's not monogamy.
Hold up. A man right now will have a woman at the house, and he'll tell her, okay, look, I'm messing around with other women. But
That's polygamy.
No, it is not. Polygamy is whenever you guys are in a relationship together and helping each other.
That's a dumb hoe.
No.
Because what? At the house.
So no,
At the house.
Look, that is not a polygamy relationship. A polygamy relationship is whenever all three of you are helping each other to reach the same goals. If he's just fucking her on the side, then that's just a.
But telling his wife that, and she's knowledgeable and she knows what's going
there
on.
Are a lot. So just because you look at the world a certain way, we're in one spot. A lot of the world does not view it as the same way. So a lot of people in other places, they don't look at their dad when he has multiple women as being a bad thing.
But it's not sneaking. It's not
even
under the
within-
carpet.
even-
It's outward.
No, look, that's what I'm saying.
That's
Like,
accepted within the society
that's what
because
I'm
it's a part
saying.
of the culture.
You're saying that he's cheating, but in his mind and in his wife's mind, he's not cheating. It's cheating to you because of the way your brain processes
if you
things.
sneaking and
Hold
doing
on.
anything behind your wife's back,
Yeah. Now look, if you
that
sneak,
is cheating.
Look, if you sneak,
and by default, you are weak because you're too scared to be honest with yourself and tell your wife what you really want.
Yeah,
Because if you
I
really
agree.
want multiple women, just say you want multiple women and you can have it your way, like Burger King.
No, the thing about it is, so a lot of these men know, and that's what I was saying before. They want multiple women, but they're afraid.
They're too scared.
to tell their
Weak.
Yeah, because they feel like they'll leave them. So my thing is this: if I got a woman and she asks me, okay, look, are you doing this? Are you doing that? It's just a thing about yes, I am. Are you going to accept me for it? Or are you not? These men are not doing that. What they're doing is lying to keep whoever they have around because they cannot get other coochie. This coochie is here for me whenever I basically want it, basically. I call, she's there. I don't have that anywhere else.
That's not
So,
true. You have men that it's
No,
not
that-
about them wanting other coochie.
I'm
They are
trying-
fully in tune with themselves, in tune with who they are, in tune with what they want, in tune with God spiritually, that they know that one woman is all they want and all they need.
Okay.
All men don't cheat. A lot of them do.
No, men don't look at it as cheating. This is what I'm telling you. A man, when he goes fuck somebody for 5 to 10 minutes and he has a girlfriend or a wife, he doesn't look at it as cheating. It's down there as a sport because it's no feelings attached. Again, like I was saying to Rihanna, we will go pick up a female that's on the corner. We don't know her name. We don't know her age. We don't know nothing about her. We just know she look cute. She's standing on the corner and she's selling it. So look, hold on. You want to know why men do that? Because
they're weak?
No, because men, it's not an emotional thing. We don't have to know you. We don't
Because
have to
they're
have
weak?
a spiritual connection with you. Or
Because they're
anything.
not spiritually in tune with God.
No, it is
Because they're
not.
falling victim to their flesh. That's exactly
they're
what it is.
not.
Whether if you want to see it that way or not, that's exactly what that is.
No, they're not. They're doing
If
what...
you so freaked out that you driving down the street knowing that you're married,
Not even
and you
that.
see a woman with
It
a
ain't
big
even
butt,
gotta be
and you
on the
say, "Hey,
corner. It ain't even
on the way
gotta
to the
be."
grocery store, I want to hit that real quick. Let me see. Okay, nobody's around. Let me go. That's falling victim to your flesh. You're a weak man and you're not in tune with God.
You don't have to be on the corner. It could be an escort.
Wherever
It could
you
be
are,
wherever.
if it's that serious,
No, it's not. It's just the fact of men look at it like, look, I don't have to stress about it. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
but why do you think that's so? Do you think that's just a necessity to have a
I'm
quick?
telling you
You
why.
acting like you going out for a burger or a
That's
piece of
what
ice
it
cream.
is. I'm trying to tell. That's
To-
what it
to a
is.
sick man.
That's
So
all
what
it is. That is all
Go with
it
his
is.
analogy. I've heard that analogy before. It's just like if a man is hungry and he's not getting fed at home, when he go outside, there's all these restaurants that's available. What he gonna end up doing? He gonna end up eating.
Get some fast food. So I agree with that as well. I understand the analogy. I've heard before. Nobody wants to eat their favorite meal for the rest of their life. As much as I love tacos and steak, no, I don't want to eat that 3 times a day
Exactly.
for the rest of my life.
Because you know what true loyalty is? This is what true loyalty is. If I walk into a store, a fruit store, and the fruit store only sells apples, and I pick a red apple every day, I'm not loyal because they only have red apples in here. But if I go into this store and then I pick a red apple, and then I choose a green apple, and then I choose a blue apple, and then I choose this, and I say, you know what, look, I like this red apple the best.
Never
and I
had a
choose
blue
the red
apple.
apple, and then I just keep the red apple. That's me then being loyal to that apple. You can't say that you're loyal to something whenever it's the only thing that's available to you. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Whenever these men cannot get to these other women because they work in a warehouse or because they
don't have enough money or don't have a house or don't have a car, they don't have access to these other women. So you cannot say that they're being loyal because they only have this apple.
But
They
what
don't
about
have
the
bananas
men
and
that
pineapples
have the
and-
strength, just like a person with the
The
diet?
men that have
As much as I
pineapples,
love
oranges,
cheeseburgers
bananas-
and French fries, I know I cannot eat that every day. Because I will become one. I will turn into a cheeseburger.
Exactly, but let's say
so
that's
I
all
love
you could
myself
afford.
enough.
No,
I
that's all
love
you could
myself
afford. That's
enough
all
to
you would
pick
do.
what's good for me. I don't
No.
just go for what
No, you
my
would pick what you
body
can
is
afford.
telling me that I'm
No.
craving.
If all you did was eat burgers and that's all you could afford, you know what you're gonna keep doing?
It's not about what you can afford. I can
is.
afford anything, but guess what?
Man,
I'm gonna
look.
eat fruit and vegetables every day if I can because I know that that's what's best for me.
We
I'm
talking
not
about-
gonna just every time I see a burger, okay, I gotta pick it up and eat it. That's being weak. Because if I did, I'd be big as this room.
Again, we're not talking about a person that has, we're talking about people that don't have the money to buy other things.
I feel like men that are
That's what I just
compulsive
said.
cheaters, they don't have self-control.
You keep saying cheaters. No man in your life have you ever met that only had one woman or only messed with one woman.
No,
They
I'm
don't
not saying that.
exist.
I
These
get
are
that is a part of
unicorns.
nature,
These are
wanting
unicorns that you
variety.
make up in your brain.
But we're talking about monogamy. If you want to have sex with multiple women, just be in that space where you can have sex with whoever you want. There's nothing wrong with that. Unless you're married, then there's definitely something wrong with that. You don't have self-control, you're weak, and you're not spiritually in tune with God and the union that you went before God to agree to with your wife.
Okay.
If you don't want to be married, just don't be married. Be a player for the rest of your life. If you want multiple women, marry multiple women. Be polygamous. Be whatever you want to be, but be that loudly, proudly, and outwardly. For a man to sneak and cheat and creep, to me, that is a weak man. Because if me and my wife are in tune with one another and we love each other enough, if my man wanted to creep out and he was like, baby, I'm bored, I want to try something new, I wouldn't be offended. I'm that type of woman. I get it. That's the nature of a human. But for you to go and do it behind your woman back because you don't have any self-control, that's something totally different.
I agree.
That's unacceptable.
I agree. So look, we agree on some things we don't. But yeah, y'all see how this shit going. Y'all see how this shit going. Cause man, goddamn it, I ain't got the strength.
You ain't got the strength.
We got about 5 more minutes on this topic and we're gonna roll on to the next one. We got 3 more topics or 2 more topics. So yeah, let's go ahead and roll it.
Okay, this is kind of hard because, I mean, I don't believe that men can just be monogamy. I don't believe it. Like, I mean, they do stuff behind your back and you don't know or whatever. And when people see you being treated good, they want to see what it's like. You know, that's all it is. Like she said, women throw themselves at men that's perfect. And then because men want to see what it's like, they gonna go, you know, and what you don't know, they feel like they can get away with it. So, I mean, it's so many times that I had conversation with men and they telling me like, you know, this girl just throwing it at me. You know what the song say? You know, they just be throwing it at them. So if they just throwing it at them, you can't win, you know, because it used to be men, like even the, you know, I don't want to go into the, you know, the church house, but the church house men used to be monogamy.
They was still messing around. That's what I'm saying.
I'm telling you, they used to be
A
monogamy.
man on
But
this,
even in the church now, the women come in the church to get the holy men, and they throwing themselves at them.
It's always been this way. It's just more out now. It's just more
Man,
out.
I'm telling you, the
Men
way
have
women are
never-
throwing themselves at
Look,
married men now is ridiculous.
Men, yeah, they're doing it more so now, but it's always been done, is what I'm saying. It's just more broadcasted now because we have social media and everything else going on. But if social media wasn't here, you wouldn't even know about a lot of things that's still even going on. So that's my thing.
It's so degrading. It make you
on.
don't even want to be in a marriage because when people see that people are together and they union is, they try to break it up. Like that's it. That's all. Like damn, I want to see why he like this with her and this and that. So they gonna throw themselves at him, and then a man he ain't turning down shit. You know he ain't turning down a motherfucking thing. So he going.
No, I ain't gonna lie. We turned down something. We ain't gonna turn down everything, but we gonna turn down something. But,
shit, let me know what you turning down.
We gonna move. Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. So the thing with me is that the men that aren't turning down things are the men that aren't used to getting things. So prime example, if I have a refrigerator and that refrigerator is full of food 24/7, 365, am I always gonna be running to it trying to eat everything in it? No, because I know that it's there. The same thing with men that are already getting coochie whenever they feel like it. If I'm a man that can get it at whim, whenever I feel like it, I'm not just gonna jump at you just because you throw it at me. I'm not jumping at no woman.
So you
just
got a
'cause
standard?
No, my standard is if I don't approach you, don't approach me.
Oh, okay.
So that's my thing. No, you keep saying like, oh, men is so, nah. The men that are just fucking
I ain't
anything.
seen men
the
that have standards.
The men that are just fucking anything are the men that cannot get nothing. And I know a lot of men out here that will tell a lot lizard, get the fuck on. I ain't fucking you, get the fuck on. Because they already have standards.
Meet me
in
around the
themselves.
corner and I talk to you when my people ain't around. That's how they are.
Nah. And then even if then, it's like, man, you might be able to suck some, but that's it. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's a standard.
Men will go so low as messing with the crackheads because
a man ain't even bringing himself around. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you a certain type of man, you're not even around crackheads. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, certain bitches like you dirty. I would never, like, you look like you stink. I wouldn't even stick nothing in you, so get away from me. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, and some women think just because they look a certain type of way, like they body, it's like, no, you still look nasty.
Man,
you
I'm
still
telling
look
you,
like you stink, so get away from me.
I ain't seen the men go to the worst women, the bottom of the barrel, because you think you top shit, and then your man will go to the bottom of the barrel because women thought like you said.
Because your man ain't the top shit. Look,
because the bottom of the barrel fuck better and suck better. Because they at the bottom of the barrel, so they trying to get to the top.
Understand? No. Do you not understand that my dick is a prize?
Ain't
and
no
that,
attachment.
And that ain't no
Okay.
woman finna just be... Nah, bitch, you can get the fuck on. You not even worth this time. You ain't even really worth me pulling up. That's what you better realize. Certain men, this is why y'all fuck with the man y'all fuck with, because y'all can't really get the man y'all want. It's so many women out here can't get the man that they want because they throw the pussy at him and he still don't want it. So y'all steady talking about a man just want the pussy. So why all these women can't get the man they want? Because he don't want the pussy. So they gotta go fuck with whoever the fuck they gonna fuck with. Now, next person. Next person.
Look, you can't excuse me like that. Be nice.
Next person.
Be nice.
Cause that just threw me. My bad to you, but that threw me. Cause what the fuck? Niggas ain't fucking everything. We turning that shit down. We turning that shit down left and right. So yeah, we on our fourth question, y'all. We got 6 questions, so we on our fourth one. If a person has an STD, should they tell the person on the first date?
It's crazy. So if you have an STD and you're even thinking about having sex on the first date, that's probably why you have the STD.
Not even having sex, but you just on the date with him. Like, do you let him know or do you not?
I think that should be disclosed upon and before having sex with a person.
So not at the date.
You talking about something
No.
Yeah, we talking about like herpes,
Like HIV?
AIDS. Yeah, we talking about herpes, AIDS, and shit.
In herpes?
Herpes and AIDS and shit.
You should tell them before you have sex with them.
So you shouldn't tell them on the first date. You should just keep letting them get to liking you, and them buying you shit, taking you here, doing it, and then whenever it's time to have sex,
they are at risk of contracting it.
So
I don't
when
think
should
you
you
should
tell
have
them?
sex with a person without giving them the choice, as if that's what they want to do.
So when do you tell them? Do you tell them
Before you have sex with them.
So that's what I'm saying. So you don't tell them the first date. You don't tell them the second date.
If y'all going to have sex the first date, you should tell them on the first date. It's whenever you're going to have sex with them, whenever that may be. Whether if it's date 3, date 5, a week later, 2 weeks later, whenever that may be.
Well, let's go to a magical world real quick, where you go on a date with a man, and you like him. I go on another date. You like him. I go to the movies. You like them. You bring them around your kids. You like them. Y'all go on a trip. Cool. Then it comes time when y'all on the trip. Hey, look, I got HIV. Hold up. I done went on 3, 4, 5 dates with you. You done met my kids. We done been here. And now you want to tell me you got HIV? How would that make you feel? After you done already caught feelings for him.
I would feel bamboozled. That's why you got to do your research on people before you start liking and loving them. Because when you start liking and loving a person, it's kind of like what they do, they can do no wrong in your eyes. It doesn't matter at that point. It's harder to make quality decisions once your emotions are involved. But I believe in, hey, let's go get tested together. We just getting to know each other. Let's make one of those dates. That could be a date. What's wrong with that? And if you opposed to that, that's a red flag for me. What do you mean? Let's go get tested. What do you mean? Why not?
So, I ain't going to get tested. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't going to.
You wouldn't want to get tested? Why
It ain't
not?
that I ain't
Are you
no-
afraid
it ain't
that you
I
may
don't-
have
It
something?
ain't that I don't want to. It's
Are you
just
hiding
No,
something?
it ain't even that. It's just the fact that like me going to like get tested just to prove something to a motherfucker.
It's not about
just
proving.
like-
It's free. It's a time to sit and get to know each other because we're gonna be sitting in the doctor's office for a couple of hours to even see if I even want to go through it to have sex with you. Like
I ain't
you
gonna
don't
lie.
understand. I have
the way I am.
ran so many men away because they scared to go get tested. That's a red flag for me. You doing me a favor because if you don't want to disclose your sexual status and you don't want to go get tested.
So do you think that? So when do you think that this should be disclosed? On the first date, the last like that's what I'm saying.
Before
It's-
sex.
No, it should be disclosed on the first date.
Hey, I'm just letting you know I'm here and I have HIV, but you should already know that. Like, I don't know. Because if you out here dating with HIV secretly, you need to be locked underneath somebody's jail. I feel like, they should have a database, just like sex offenders and predators have to register themselves. Once you catch something that you cannot get rid of, you should have to register yourself in a database to where that should be, even though it's a violation of your HIPAA laws, but something that crucial to the society. You don't want to spread it throughout the community. You should have to register yourself. That's just my opinion on that.
I agree. Who we got next? Ree? Or we got Tanya? Okay. We gonna kind of speed through this, y'all. We only got, like I say, 2 more questions and shit, so we gonna kind of speed through a little bit. We got about 20, 30 minutes left.
Okay, my thing, if you don't tell them on the first date, send them to jail. Send them to jail, because what? You mean to tell me you ain't gonna tell me you got something I can't get rid of? Send they to jail quickly, expeditiously. I ain't playing that shit.
So on the
send
first
them
date,
to jail.
I'm saying though, so should a woman tell them on the first date, like when should she tell them that she has it? Should she wait till the man catch feelings? Or should she
During that conversation of y'all trying to get to know each other, you need to say, hey, I want to let you know I got this, but I take my medicine. If they don't tell you, send they butt to jail. I'm telling you, it's so many people out here that's doing that, and I don't like that. Come on, send them to jail. They don't even play with them. Send them to jail. If you come across somebody and they'll tell you they got something called the health department and send they to jail.
I agree.
That's illegal.
Look, I agree.
Send them to jail.
Take that bitch to trial, bitch. Take that bitch to trial. She said send their ass to jail. I wouldn't say the first date because you might not have no date after the first date. You know what I'm saying? I would say after we get to the space where we liking each other, we're gonna, we're having in-depth conversations about what we want to do or move to the next level before we even start having sex or being intimate. Yeah, those are really good adult conversations that you're supposed to have. That's just something you're supposed to do, and I totally agree about my chart. We're adults. Let's go and get tested together. You may not, I might not have been having sex. You may be outside, and I just want to make you feel comfortable, and I want you to make me feel comfortable. So before we start having sex, like, hey, let's just go get tested. Or if you just went, let's share my charts together. Let's say, hey, this is what's going on with me. This is what's going on with you. Okay, now let's do it. Because sometimes women are allergic to latex. Sometimes people want to just be intimate in a way where we feel safe and comfortable with each other. Because even though, okay, you can eat my pussy, but you go put on a condom, we still got the same shit. Like, it don't, like, I don't.
Now, if I eat your coochie, I'm not putting on no condom.
But I don't but listen, people do
like,
that.
what the fuck I look like? I done ate it. I done ate it.
People do that, and I don't understand the whole dynamic around it. Like, what the fuck? It's already, if whatever I got already. Your whole face was all up in this thing, and now you want to put on the condom. Well, you just don't want it on your dick? Like, what happened? Like, this don't make sense. So, yes, being an adult and at our big ages, we should be comfortable with sharing that information. So, I feel like when we get to the point where we want to get serious, not on the first date.
Definitely not. I agree.
Real quick, like.
What's going on, man? We got 5 more minutes on this topic, man.
I agree. I think they should tell them actually really on the first date. I don't know, probably second date. I would say second date. Because a lot of people don't get past the first date. But if you feel like you see something with that person or you see oh, I could probably build this person. Why not be honest? Like, why not just say what it is? You don't know who will accept you. You really don't. Like, you really do not. Like, it's so many, and plus, nowadays, it's so many.
Give a man the choice to actually choose. That's what I'm saying. Give a man the choice to choose.
You never know.
Not
Like,
telling him is not like, man, you gonna let him fall in love with you and then tell him you got HIV. It's like, damn.
You just never know who will really fuck with you on that level. Like, I just. Right, you could be met. You probably met your match. Like, for real.
Oh my god.
Like,
So
I mean,
we good. I was gonna say we gonna get here to our last question and everything like that. I was gonna say, Money, you could say it if you want to, so you could go ahead and just answer. But so our last question for the night is gonna be: is a woman's happiness more important than her family and her relationship?
yes, because the woman is nurturing. The woman is supportive. The woman is. They're the foundation most of the time. Really. I would say, emotionally. So, yeah, I feel like a woman's mental, a woman's, their whole them whole selves, like, it's important to be up there. It's important.
I don't believe that a woman's happiness should be more important than what her family is. Like, that's why a lot of women...
How could she make...
I mean, that's why a lot of women nowadays, like, as soon as they unhappy, they just clean out the whole family. So, like, as soon as a woman happy, she leave her man. You know what I'm saying? Now the family split up. The kids over here. This is going on. This is all because the woman is unhappy. So it's damn near like she's so selfish is that it's like everything else comes last. My kids come before my happiness. My man come before my happiness. Everything comes after that. You know what I'm saying? So with women, I feel like they need to start putting their kids' happiness, their man's happiness, their family, like, before they just start looking at themselves. Because when them just looking at themselves, it's just like they end everything. You end everything just because you
No, I wouldn't even say that. I would say a woman needs to be or try to be happy or have some type of right mind to make sure that their children happy. Make sure that they can support their children while they don't in a hard time or when they frustrated with something. I feel like a woman's happiness is important. So she can support her husband, so she can support her family, be there for her mom, blah, 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 whatever. I feel like happiness is important for a woman.
I do too. I definitely feel like happiness is an important aspect for a woman's life. And like I said, creating that nice realm for her family and everything like that. I just believe that it doesn't come before her family and her kids and everything like that. So yeah, it's important.
To an extent.
But it doesn't come before it. So whenever your happiness is hurt or whenever you feeling bad, it doesn't come before the family. Just like me as a man. If I'm feeling mad at my wife because of whatever's going on, or I'm mad at this or whatever, because I'm not happy, that don't mean stop taking care of my family and stop doing this and stop doing that. Because my family comes before my happiness as a man.
But I think it's a difference between someone completely shutting down. Like, I think it's a difference between somebody completely shutting down and not, still being able to provide. But that's also another reason why a woman should prioritize that.
Okay. I was gonna say, who we had next coming up? I'm trying here, y'all. I'm trying.
I feel as if it's impossible if a woman is unhappy to put the happiness of her kids and husband before her own happiness. Like, how can I thrive in a space where I'm the backbone of the house? How can I make this house a home? The house is going to be a hellhole if the woman is not happy.
But my thing is this, so men are unhappy all the time. They're unhappy with the sex that they getting at home. They're unhappy with the kids not listening. They're unhappy with the food not being cooked. They're unhappy with a lot of things, but they're still able to be men and put those things aside because they understand what the real thing is in the world. Like, okay, this is the big picture, my family. It's not about me. My family is bigger than me and my happiness. My happiness doesn't matter as long as my family is happy. As long as my wife and my kids and everything like that is happy, I'm happy as a man taking care of them. Women don't look at it like that. They look at it as my happiness, me. And that's what I'm saying. Men deal with this every day with putting their happiness last and putting their families first. So why is it a problem with the women now having to put their happiness last and put their family first? Just because you unhappy doesn't mean that you leave your family. That don't mean that you leave your man because you're unhappy with him or whatever is what's going on. Because your man ain't leaving you whenever he's unhappy with you. He's
Well,
putting
the
up with you
man is
anyway.
more prone to leave when he's unhappy
No,
first.
the man is unprone to leave
over
whenever
the
he
woman.
go fuck somebody else.
And if you are unhappy
That's
as a
it.
man, why are you not communicating that?
I never seen a man really leave a woman for nothing else besides her fucking off. A man will watch you lose your job. He will watch you go through different type of hurdles in life, depression, losing your family. But he's not gonna leave you for none of it. He will leave you if you go and fuck off with another man. But he's not gonna leave you for none of that other shit. He's gonna stick by your side. So yeah.
I don't know. I disagree. I feel like if the man or the woman is unhappy, you should communicate that so that you guys could fix it in some way. Nobody should be walking around secretly unhappy. Because if you're not happy, then nothing else is going to be able to operate
As an adult,
accordingly.
as
And as an adult, you're responsible for your own happiness because why are you unhappy?
Because we're not focused on being happy. We're focused on raising our family. And that becomes, it's like right now, if I'm only focused on being happy, I'll never do anything. You know how many days I wake up into where I'm not happy or I'm not feeling excited, I'm not feeling, but I still do it because I'm a man?
I don't get that. So I don't understand.
You don't understand it because, again, like I said, you're not a man. We wake up every day sad, depressed.
Every day sad and depressed,
Look,
that's not normal.
Do you know how many men are not where they want to be in life? Cannot get the woman that they want. They cannot get the job that they want. They cannot get the car that they want. They cannot get the house that they want. They cannot do any of these things because they don't have access to them. And then they see all these, it's like, yes, I'm trying to do the best that I can for my family, and it's still not the best. So yes, men suffer through this every day, still come home, put a smile on, play with their kids, and still be with their wife. They're not complaining about it. Oh, baby, I'm sad. Baby, this going on. They holding it in, and they still fighting every day to get through it. So that's what I'm saying. Why can a man do it, but when a woman is unhappy, now it's everybody's problem. Now nobody can be happy. Now the kids gotta suffer, the man gotta hear about the attitude, everything else. But I'm dealing with shit all day in the world. And when I come home, you don't hear about it.
I don't know. I can't relate because my happiness comes from within. My happiness comes from God. I feel joy in my spirit every day when I wake up. I'm just happy to be alive, no matter what's going wrong in my life. So I don't understand that. I can't relate. And if I feel like if my man was just miserable every day, we're going to get to the bottom of it. We're going to fix it. Because I want you to have the same joy in your spirit that I have in mine. Like my question to you as a man that's waking up sad, depressed, and unhappy, are you putting God first? Are you letting him lead you? Because that's where that ultimate inner joy and happiness comes from.
Yeah.
Are you praying with every step of the way, 10 times a day, every little thing, big or small, thanking him for all the blessings that you have? Or are you just looking at it, the glass half empty, for looking at what you don't have?
I think even with that, it is a what you don't have, what you do have type thing. But then even with that, it's like a man wants to make his woman happy. You know, she's seeing all these different things, and she wants, like, he knows she want to go on these nice, expensive trips. He knows she wants this. But him as a man can't even provide that. That's why a lot of men, when they get with these women that have been on these trips, they've been already on these shopping sprees, it's like, damn, hold on, I want to make her happy. But she's already done this, and this. How can I bring her real happiness?
So basically, you saying a man not having enough money will make him sad and depressed.
It's not even enough money. It's enough attributes, enough assets, everything. He doesn't have enough pull to give her what he wants to give her. Imagine you being a woman and you want to give your man, but you can't give it to him. You want to give your woman everything under the sun, but you can't because you can't. You trying every day. You getting up, you working 40, 50, 60, 80 hours a week. You still cannot give her what she wants.
What about just being happy with the things that are free in life? Being happy with one another. Being happy.
Free?
Being happy that you found true love.
You
being
don't
happy.
want no man that work at McDonald's.
Being happy, no, heck no. I wouldn't date a man that.
So this is what I'm saying. These men out here.
I don't date uneducated men because uneducated men don't know how to overcome poverty. So I just don't date uneducated men. It has nothing to do with money.
Right. No, I'm just I really believe that that the men that work at McDonald's, the men that's working at Jack in the Box's warehouses and different things like that, they can't really provide the lifestyle that the women want nowadays, and that's
because
why.
They're not educated enough to devise a plan to get themselves and their family out of that situation.
Not even that. They're just in a position to where they're trying to get out, and the women are not giving them the time to get out. But I was gonna say we running short on time. We gonna wrap it up after this last person. We got about 5 minutes real quick. So after this last, we're gonna wrap it up. 2 minutes, we're gonna wrap it up.
Okay.
Go over the question again.
Okay, I basically was saying, the question is a woman's happiness more important than her family and relationship?
I don't think it is because you can be unhappy in your relationship. Women go through emotions. You know, you can be unhappy today, tomorrow you'll be happy or whatever. So, I mean, I don't think you should put your happiness above the relationship because, you know, that's why you're in a relationship. You're going to have your ups and downs. So if you're unhappy, that's the sacrifice you got to make for your family or whatever. I've been unhappy several times, and I'm good with problem solving. So with me being good with problem solving and my husband couldn't fix the problem, I went and fixed the problem myself or whatever. Like, I had 3 C-sections. And the 3 C-sections made me big and have a stomach. I was unhappy with myself for years, but it don't mean make my family feel feel it. You know, I don't want them to feel it because I'm unhappy with myself. So I'm steady saying to my husband over and over, like, I don't like that these C-sections made my stomach big, this and that. He like, baby, you look good. No, I don't. I'm unhappy. He kept telling me, trying to convince me that I look good, and I'm like, I'm unhappy. So with me being unhappy, later down the line, I found a scenario to fix it, right? But I was unhappy for years. You know, it's simple things like that. Like you said, a woman tear down the whole house because she unhappy. I had to put it under the rug and keep, you know, smiling and stuff for my kids. But in real life, I was unhappy. You know, so I don't think you should tear down the whole house because you're unhappy. You're going to go through spurts of you being unhappy. You know, you just got to be a strong woman and put your big girl jaws on and do what you got to do.
Definitely. No, I agree with everything Tanya's saying. So if you're a woman at the house, you know what I'm saying, and you dealing with different things like that, you know what I'm saying, you unhappy and, you know, you stressed and different things, just talk to your man about it. You know what I'm saying? Talk to relationship counseling, whatever you need to do, but just understand that your man is going through things the same way you are. He's just holding it in a different way, and you need to learn how to not necessarily hold it in, but communicate that with him so that you guys can work it out together and, you know what I'm saying, work everything out. But this was another episode of Unplugged Issues, everybody. And we talked about some good topics. As y'all see, you know, some things was good, bad, and, you know, some things was ugly. So next time, like I said, if you don't want to know something, don't ask me.
Bye.